Hello, everyone, and welcome back to more Virtue's Last Reward. Still, some people having some trouble with Hitbox, as we had to disconnect and restart the stream. But hopefully, everyone will be able to connect. It seems that most people have gotten the stream up on their first, second, or maybe 10th time. Last time, we were continuing on the path to what we thought was Kay's ending. It ended up being a little long, so we didn't finish the whole thing. I'm sure we'll finish it tonight. Last time, we decided that Dio was the one that killed the old woman and locked him in a pod, which was very satisfying for everyone involved.
Perhaps they went to look for us.
How much time until the white doors open?
Well, the other people that are still alive, and are not Dio, are not here, which is a bad thing since we're probably going to come to an ending.
Then I don't think we really need to hurry yet. Why don't we wait a little longer? For all we know, they're on their way back right now.
Probably not, because if we're heading towards an ending, it probably means everyone's dead. At least that's how it's usually been.
By the way, there was something I wanted to ask you guys about.
Hmm?
Yeah. Quark's bracelet.
What about it?
When we found him in the pod, he wasn't wearing it.
Yeah, in this timeline, we have not found out that this pod can stop your heart. And right now, the audio is as high as OBS will put it up.
Why?
Presumably, it had been taken off before we found him.
So we have no idea where it is. I see. That's not good. Without that bracelet, we won't be able to continue the game.
And we assume that Dio was not the one who took it, so who would?
We need 3 bracelets to open the secondary door. If we lose one...
It is true, he had a 9-point bracelet.
Yeah.
Would someone be able to use that? I forget if they specified this. If someone took the bracelet, would they be able to use that to open the door?
Quark's bracelet should be a red solo. That would mean he'd be with the cyan pair.
They probably could, they specified they would. Alright.
Clover and Tenmyoji.
So that bracelet is basically an I win button that someone has right now.
The 2 people who are missing.
Quark's bracelet is gone, and his 2 teammates have disappeared.
Well, there would have been an announcement, I think, if someone opened that door.
Well, if they found Quark before you did, yeah, there's a good chance they did.
Perhaps they've already gone through the white door.
Oh yeah, they would need to remove their own bracelets first, or else they would get injected, wouldn't they? But if they figured out how to get it off of Quark using the capsule, then maybe they could do it on themselves.
Perhaps someone opened one of them. I don't know. But it's happened before. Remember the 3 doors on the other side of the green door? Someone made one of them open. Perhaps this is the same thing. Yes, I know. But if the person opening the doors is Zero Senior, do you really think the rules matter? Zero Senior controls the entire game.
So are you saying Clover or Tenmyoji is Zero Senior?
It is a possibility. It would explain why they still haven't shown up.
Could they really have taken Quark's bracelet and gone through one of the white doors?
Well, we do know that Tenmyoji and Clover have some kind of connection. Not in this timeline, but in another one. We don't know what that connection is as of yet.
So I would assume.
Okay. I'll stay.
Sigma and I will go see if we can find them then.
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, all right? Oh, and don't forget to bring Dio with you.
Do we really have to? We could just leave him. Oh, the pantry. This is the room that I hope we wouldn't have to have seen again.
So it would appear. When we started looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything beyond the red door, which would have meant this room. Very well. Oh, no. Well, I would enjoy a drink,
Well,
but this mask...
yeah, he couldn't have one even if he wanted one.
Well, actually, I did remember a little.
Oh?
Yes. My father.
That's awful.
Please, don't joke. This is serious. Yes. I don't seem to have one.
Okay, you're not a clone, are you? You're not Dio under there. Because that's the worst possible outcome.
Well... I was raised in the facility where my father worked. He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older.
Yes, Kay is indeed a star child.
That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
So is that supposed to be a metaphor, or did he actually always wear the armor? He just had a little kid-sized version of it. Due to the mask, yes. Oh yeah, he does have a Zero the Third plush. Why does he have that? The other kids were not encased in a suit of armor? And then I decided I would create a mother. Dad, you think could you get us a mom? I kind of like a mom. Yeah, all right, sure. I guess we can do that. Aw, sad Kid K. Dad did not really... He didn't really socialize too much. He didn't really get what Kay wanted. I mean, I guess from his perspective, he needs a mother. Yeah, all right, we'll build one. We can do that. It's like, what? The robot is not what you wanted? I don't understand, my child. Look, I made you a mother, okay? You gonna cry about that? Be happy. Look, here's your mother. Just take her and go. I have work to do. Screw you, Dad. Dad never understood me. So Kay grew up as a rebellious teen. Hopefully we can get an image of Kay in his teen years. Yeah, much of everything in this is mysterious, I think. I have to say, this is not what I expected when Kay said he was beginning to remember his father. Oh, so, I mean, he posts a lot on Reddit, I suppose? Oh, bonding. Genetic engineering, you say? Is that Snake? Kinda looks like Snake. So is Kay a clone himself, I guess, of the father? Yeah, that was the only thing to... Look, you guys, that was the only option available. What else was he gonna do but destroy everything? That's it. Kay is actually Bully Demise under the mask. This is all pretty specific, considering Kay said he just remembered it just now, and he only remembered a little bit.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time. Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing. No, the details are still indistinct, especially more recent events. Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be all right if I laid down for a bit? I don't feel very well.
You don't happen to feel like time is slowing down, do you?
It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode. Yes. I think I just need to rest. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Alright, so we learned a lot about Kay, and none of that is what I expected. Well, I don't know what I would have expected. But I don't think I would have been able to guess any of that. So Kay is the cloned son of someone who was doing research into genetics? Potentially the head of the cult, but then again, maybe not. Maybe someone against the cult.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either.
No, we were just kind of spending time listening to Kay reminisce.
Damn. Where's Kay?
He's having a lie down. He's had a rough day.
You decided to split up? What's up with him?
Oh, he just remembered his origin. It's a tiring thing.
Is he alright? Tired, huh? How are you feeling? I feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock.
That's probably something you could put on the back of the box.
Who knows?
Well, we kinda do, but just in another timeline. Which Sigma does not remember, but I suppose there's the chance that Phi might. Don't know what Phi remembers from timeline to timeline.
Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you?
Oh, I forgot, you're just above it all, aren't you, Phi?
I'm just like you. I I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too.
Forgot about the volume. It looks like that the stream is back. It looks like that we had a little stream crash, then immediately reconnected. I can't tell, of course, if everyone is seeing it. I think some people still get the black screen, but I think most of the people here are able to see the stream, so hopefully those people who can't see it yet will keep refreshing until they eventually are able to get it. But I suppose we will continue on. Phi trailed off. Hmm?
Yeah. It came from the hallway. There's nobody here. Let's try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs. Thought so.
Maybe we could wake up Kay before pursuing the strange noise. But I guess not.
Let's just head for the green door. Because the treatment center's there. That's where Dio and Quark are. You aren't worried? I just want to make sure they're safe.
Or maybe neither of them.
Are you sure? Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna. What if he's telling the truth? Doesn't matter. I just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful.
This is the same as it was last time.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was probably getting worried for nothing.
Is Dio here? Well, Dio is supposed to be in one of these pods. But I don't hear him pounding on the
How
thing.
about Dio?
So, well, let's not open his. I mean, Kay's not here. Gasp. Maybe we need to set some sort of ventilation setting?
Check his pulse!
Oh, Dio, we asphyxiated you, didn't we? Oh well, I guess he really could blame us for this. He would be within his right to do so.
Look. The oxygen level for his pod says 0%.
Oops!
Someone must have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels.
So who would want to kill Dio, aside from the entire cast?
Look, you should go tell Kay about this.
Kay, you're never gonna guess what happened.
Come on.
Remember when we put Dio in that pod? Hey, turns out you can cut off the oxygen from them. Yeah, I know. I didn't know this either. No one's more surprised than me. Well, Dio, he probably was more surprised.
What is it? What? But why? I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice, and Luna. Then who killed him, if he was the murderer?
There's also Quark.
No, never Quark. It couldn't be.
No, I'm just saying that strictly speaking, it's a possibility. So just, you know, take it into consideration.
Well, in that case, Phi, I hate to say it, but doesn't that mean that you could have done it?
Me?
Yes. You could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
Don't give me that. I was waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up. They never did, though, so I got impatient and went to find you guys.
Yeah, that sounds like a likely story, Phi.
Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge.
Look, we all know that all of us were thinking about killing Dio every second of the game. It's understandable if you decided to take that advantage.
I see. So you heard something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were at fault.
Were the two of you together the whole time you were investigating?
Yes, we were.
You never split up or anything?
In any event, we don't have a great deal of time to discuss it.
No, we don't have a great deal of time to discuss it, Kay, because we're actually at the end of this segment. Come back in a few minutes to keep going on with what we think is going to be Kay's ending as we try to figure out who killed Dio so we can shake their hand. Be back in a few minutes.